You have to know your own worth, whether or not it's recognized by other people or not. Stop doubting yourself. Never, ever, ever doubt yourself ever again. Keep dreaming bigger and bigger and bigger. You are capable of incredible things. Hi gorgeous glamorous girls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited to have you here with me today. We're going to do some face card makeup. I've been wanting to make this video for the longest time and I just haven't gotten around to it. We're gonna do like that type of makeup that when you post a selfie, everyone comments face card, like show-stopping, wow, face card. I'm hoping that the face card makeup is what got you to click on this video in the first place, because we want like a show-stopping face card. This is makeup that I do all the time. It's pretty high glam, so if you're looking for a natural look, this is not gonna be the one for you, but your face will look insane. So that's kind of what we want. I'm using a few new products as well today. Givenchy sent me this bag of makeup and I haven't like played around with it at all. So we're gonna dip into there and see what those products are like. I'm just mixing a few of my faves. So it should be fun. I've got my rollers in. I'm going to an exciting event later this afternoon. So I'm not just doing this makeup for no reason. That was the Kind Collective Miracle Glow Skin Serum. I mean, you could use any kind of base. Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. That's just like a nice drugstore alternative. And I find it leaves like a really sticky, gluey kind of base that's perfect as a primer. While I do this face card makeup, I'm just gonna chat you through my 10 It Girl mindset tips. Tia Mask Fit Cushion Foundation. If you know, you know, this is literally my favorite foundation ever. I keep repurchasing it. So what I mean by it girl mindset tips, you know those girls and they just have it girl energy. I've said this a million times on my TikTok, but having it girl energy truly is an energy. It's a mindset. It's like an aura. It's not a look. So you can have the face card makeup and that can give you confidence and stuff like that, but to have it girl energy, it has to come from within. So I have written down a list of my 10 favorite it girl mindset tips to try and get you in the zone to give off it girl energy. And none of these are just like basic tips that you can find on Pinterest or TikTok or whatever. These are like my tried and tested, like so good, I should almost be gatekeeping them, change your life kind of tips. So if you want to hear that and you want to see how I got the face card makeup, then stick around. We're about to get into it right now. Okay, tip one, while I use concealer, I'm using e.l.f. Camo Concealer, my fave drugstore concealer. And the first it girl mindset tip is rejection is not personal. This is something that has taken me so long to realize, because I used to get so upset by rejection. The more personally that you take rejections in your life, it hinders you getting into that it girl mindset. You need to have the mindset that every time something doesn't work out the way you wanted to or the way you thought it would, it's not personal, it's redirection towards something that is more aligned for you. You have to keep that mindset. And it girl does not see closed doors as proof that she's not good enough. It's literally just a mindset shift. You need to shift your attitude, shift your voice in your own head from why didn't they choose me, why wasn't I good enough, for whatever it is, whether it's career, whether it's dating. Stop thinking I wasn't good enough, why wasn't I picked, why am I not good enough, and start thinking, what was I protected from, what am I heading to that's better, that's more meant for me. It's not rejection, it's realignment. And once you make that shift in your brain, you won't be scared of rejection, and in turn you'll be more confident, you'll be more grounded, and you'll be more likely to attract opportunities, attract the right people, because you know that what is meant for you will find you and you don't believe in rejection. I'm just going to apply contour to lift my face, not drag it down. We don't want to apply contour like sharply underneath the cheekbone. We want to apply it to the tops of the cheekbone to drag up the face. It took me ages to realize I was doing my contour placement completely wrong, because I was stuck in like a Kardashian loop where I thought my face needed to be snatched and carved out. But if you want that face card kind of makeup, you want to lift everything. For contour as well, I use a concealer. I use a dark shade of concealer. This is NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. What is the shade? Deep Golden. That's another life hack if you want a little bit of a heavier coverage. I find some contours that are like just intended for contouring don't blend as well with your foundation. They separate a little bit, whereas if you use a concealer concealer, it's gonna blend so flawlessly in with your base foundation if you're using a heavier foundation. So that's what I'm doing now. My mindset tip number 2 is to realize that confidence isn't a mood. It's not something that comes and goes and you wake up and you feel, oh, I'm confident today I'm insecure. No. It is a decision. Being confident is something that you switch on and off because you decide that you're going to be confident. We all know that interview with Rihanna where the interviewer asked her, what do you do if you're not feeling it, if you're feeling insecure, blah, blah, blah. And she says, fake it. And it's so true. Literally just fake it until you make it. Decide that you're turning on your confidence. And just adding some blush. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush in Pillow Talk. I find this the perfect shade because it's got that like sunburnt kind of look about it, which is the type of color that I would choose for a cream blush. Something that's a little bit purpley, and apply it to the balls of your cheeks. Everyone wants to do this big blush blindness vibe these days, but I find the balls of your cheeks will give you that face card look because it makes you look like you've got really bouncy, high cheekbones. I also just apply a tiny bit to my brow bone and the bridge of my nose. The last thing that I want to say about confidence, a huge part of it is momentum. Once you start, your momentum will carry you. Once you start pretending I'm the most confident version of myself, the momentum will carry you. You'll fall into it. You'll start feeling yourself. You'll start feeling it. Momentum is such a huge part of confidence. Okay, now I'm going to set my makeup with a mix of these two. This is the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio, and it's got this really light shade that I like to use on the highlight points of my face, and then a Rare Beauty powder in Natural, which I kind of use everywhere else. Tip number 3 is to have really high standards, and I know that sounds kind of basic, but hear me out. An it girl is deeply selective about her time, about her values, about the people who she surrounds herself with, her goals, and she would never lower the bar, lower her standards to be more likable, to please other people. She's in her own lane and she knows what's right for her. At the end of the day, people are gonna respect you more if you respect yourself massively. So you have to be willing to walk away from mediocrity, from things that don't feel right. You have to be willing to cut people off who are no longer serving you, cut off situations. You can't be afraid of like quitting a job, of cutting off a friend, of breaking up with your toxic boyfriend. Like you have to be willing to put yourself first, or how can you expect everyone else around you to treat you like an it girl? You have to put yourself first. No more people pleasing, no more staying in situations that you don't feel are right for you. I'm just adding a powder blush to the same placement, and I'm adding some highlighter. We want to go heavy on the highlighter. This is the Benefit Cookie highlighter, my favorite of all time, and bring it right to the top of the apples of your, look at that already. That's how you get the face card makeup. It's such a forgotten about placement, I feel, the very top of the cheek. And then you also want to do along the bridge of your nose, and in my mirror. Ball of your nose, inner corner of the eye. Be careful when you do the inner corner of your eye. I used to always have a problem where I'd take it too low. It should always be lifting, not dragging. And I do a tiny bit on the Cupid's bow. Let's set all of that. For brows, I'm using a Benefit Clear Brow Gel. I've said this before on my channel, but I think that natural brows make everyone look hotter. We don't want any of those heavy, thick, drawn on kind of eyebrows. We want a very natural, lifted look. Tip number 4 is to be obsessed with your life, not your image. The real flex is to build a life that feels even better than it looks online. Just filling in any tiny gaps in my eyebrows with some Maybelline Super Fluff Gel. Tiny, tiny, tiny little bit in a light shade. And it girl doesn't rely on validation from strangers to like say that she has the perfect life or whatever. She's living it. She pours herself into routines, hobbies, herself, her dreams, her relationships, so that she never feels hollow behind a highlight reel online. You create the life first and then the content will follow. People will notice it. Whether you're posting a life online or you're not, you're just living day to day, but you still care about validation from people externally, thinking that you know, are doing all these things and living this glamorous life. Just do it first and people will start to take notice. You have nothing to prove to anyone is what I'm trying to say. Prove it to yourself first, really feel it, believe it, and then other people will take notice. Be obsessed with creating a dream life for you, not for what anyone else thinks. Okay, I'm dipping into my little Givenchy bag here, and I have this gorgeous eyeshadow palette. How pretty is that? Some gorgeous shades. So We're gonna have a little play around with that, I think. I'm just gonna use a bit of the brown and a bit of the pink in my crease and see what we can do there. Bit of an outer corner kind of moment. Number 5, going off the back of my last point, is to build your inner world like it's your dream apartment. What you consume and what you believe becomes your mindset. So build up your inner world as if it's your dream apartment with all of the most beautiful, glamorous furnishings that you possibly can. Don't compile clutter and junk. You know what I'm talking about here? This is a metaphor, but like, don't doom scroll and consume too much stupid like stuff that isn't adding anything to your inner world. Consume the content that is surrounding the life that you want to create. You have to protect your peace like it's prime real estate. I'm just taking a little flat brush here and going underneath my lower lash line with that brown shade. And then with the flat brush, I'm just flicking off any excess, and I'm gonna use this peach pale pink shade all over the lid. This eyeshadow palette is beautiful. And then in the very, very inner corner, I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of the white shimmer. And now my top tip, before you do winged eyeliner, curl your lashes, because the lash curler, it tends to smudge the wing. Tip number 6, validation is a bonus, not a goal. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but like, you can't perform for approval. You have to know your own worth, whether or not it's recognized by other people or not. You need to get to a place where like, whether it's your outfit, your makeup, your decisions, your boyfriend, your career, it does not matter at all what anyone else thinks, because you have the validation within yourself. You're so happy and confident with who you are that it would not matter if someone around you doesn't like it or doesn't approve. To get into this it girl energy, that you are not going to be for everyone. Not everyone is going to like you, but that is your power. You accept it, you own it. Adding a little winged eyeliner. And for mascara, I'm using my YSL Lash Clash, the best volumizing mascara. Tip number 7 is to move in silence, but live in style. You don't owe anyone a play-by-play of what's going on in your life, what you're doing. All of your biggest moves should happen outside of you telling anyone. Start talking less and doing more. I find before I was like really in my it girl energy, I would like feel like I needed approval before I did anything. Before, whether it's something small like a haircut, or a big decision like changing jobs or what to study or something like that, I would need my parents' approval, my friends' approval. I would be talking and telling people that I was gonna do all of these things rather than just doing them. Tip number 8 is that your aura should walk into a room before you do. Have you guys heard the thing about how Marilyn Monroe had that celebrity energy that she could just turn on and off, and she was with an interviewer walking down the street and she didn't have it turned on, and then she said, watch this, and she all of a sudden shifted into her Marilyn Monroe persona, and everyone started stopping her, asking for photos and like staring at her, and she just had this energy that she could turn on and off. That's what you need to tap into. You don't need credentials, you don't need 1 million followers, you don't need to be dating the hottest football player, you don't need anything. You just need an aura, a vibe. Whether you're at brunch, whether you're in a meeting, you're at work, you're at school, whatever it is, tap into that energy. Start practicing turning it on and off. Posture, tone, eye contact, and confidence can say more than any words ever will. The last step for eyes is some white eyeliner in the lower waterline and a few little individual lashes in the outer corner. This is what's just gonna give you that wow eye, that big open doll kind of eye. I love these ones that go underneath your lashes. They're so much easier to apply, and I just think they look better. And I just do 2 for each corner. Tip number 9, being delusional is a strategy. You have to build your dream life with the assumption that it's already yours, that you can do whatever you want. I know it's corny, but the whole like, she believed she could, so she did, it works. You have to be delusional. You have to believe that anything is possible, that you're going to achieve your wildest, craziest dreams. I guarantee you that every it girl in the entire world is probably like the most delusional person you would ever meet. You have to visualize the success before it's even yours. You're in tune with your power, you know what you're worth, and you know you're going to achieve something. Like, I am so big on manifestation. Everything that I've ever achieved in my entire life, I've thought about and believed in before it's happened. Basically, stop doubting yourself, never ever ever doubt yourself ever again, and keep dreaming bigger and bigger and bigger. You are capable of incredible things, and if you just have this feeling deep down in your heart that you are destined to achieve great things, to be someone special, not to be just like an average person. You are born with that feeling for a reason. Harness it, believe in it, be delusional, and make it happen, because I guarantee everyone, every successful actress, supermodel, singer, they all had that feeling that they were going to be something great, whether yours is fame or it could just be something like attracting money or attracting like a beautiful, incredible relationship. Like you knew you were destined for something like that. Go out and get it. Believe that it's yours, and it already is. And my last tip number 10, is an it girl is allowed to evolve, allowed to rebrand, allowed to change as many times as she wishes. Don't stay stuck in old versions of yourself. Keep evolving. You're going to outgrow old friendships, old habits, old jobs, like whatever it is, keep evolving. That is one of the most important parts about having an it girl mindset. You're never stuck in one place. Keep growing. Keep becoming the best, most glamorous, gorgeous version of yourself possible. Don't fear change, fear being stuck in the same place. Fear living small. That's what you should be fearing. As an it girl, you're destined for like a big, large, glamorous life. Step into it, claim that energy, and keep growing, keep evolving. I have changed so many times. I've reinvented myself 1,000,001 different ways, and I keep doing it all the time. The last step in the it girl makeup process is a matte lip with a clear gloss over top, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood Lip Velvet. I've talked about this in so many videos, and then I'm just going over top with this Kind Collection baby pink lip oil for a little bit of gloss, and drag your gloss right up to the cupid's bow, the very edges of your lips, to get that really pouty look. I kind of avoid glossing too far over. I kind of keep the gloss in the very center high points of the lips. And that's the look. Tell me it's not giving face card. It's definitely giving face card makeup. The glow up is real. Makeup's done, and those are all the tips. So let's take out these hair rollers. They've been sitting in for a while, so I think that they should look cute. I hope you guys took some advice from that. Those are my favorite kinds of YouTube videos to make, where it's like just me doing a cute makeup look and giving you guys all of my advice, because I'm so into mindset stuff. I spend so much of my time reading about it, watching interviews with celebrities, and learning as much as I possibly can, because I know mindset is such a huge part of who we are and everything that we want to achieve. It is probably the most important thing. Like, you can do all the hard work in the world, you can perfect your beauty routine and your makeup routine, but if you don't have the right mindset and the right energy, you'll have nothing. Seriously, it is the most important. So I urge all of you guys to really lock in and nail your it girl mindset and watch everything you want in life unfold in front of your eyes. I promise you. Okay, so obviously we're not like full on big curls moment, because I just did a little like Dyson blast, but that's exactly what I wanted, because I'm going to a hair event today, so I'm getting my hair styled. I just wanted like a very gentle kind of subtle blowout look, so I'm getting ahead of all the comments of people being like, those rollers did nothing. They did what I wanted them to do. And also I have very heavy, fine hair, thick but fine strands, so it's very hard for my hair to hold a curl. This tends to be how it looks just with rollers, and I think it looks really cute. I'm happy. Okay, so that's the finished look. Oh, I almost forgot actually, there was another Givenchy gloss in here that we can try. Little pink gloss moment from Givenchy. You can never have too much gloss. I'll be reapplying gloss like all day now. Let me know what you guys think. What is your best it girl mindset tip? I would love to know. I love taking advice from you guys as well, because you guys know best. You are literally the most gorgeous, glamorous girls in the world. So of course I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post heaps of makeup and advice videos like this. They're my favorite kinds of videos to make, and I try and do them quite frequently. So if you enjoyed this, you'll enjoy my other videos. Come and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Please don't forget to do that. YouTube told me that a lot of people don't have their post notifications on because I wasn't telling you to do it. So make sure you turn them on so you don't miss anything. And I love chatting with you guys in the early comments. We have conversations and it's so fun. So follow me on Instagram and TikTok to join our gorgeous, glamorous community. And that's it. That's everything I had to tell you. I hope you have a gorgeous, glamorous weekday. I don't know what day this is going up. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for the support. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Bye.